Yeah, I think I understand a little better. Um, right, right, and yeah, but it is also awful to see like on the day when they reporting on you know Nelson Mandela died, and they're talking about see what about no, that's not. You don't want me to put it in context of that. Okay, I'll do my best with what I think. I'll do my best. They took a poll at Harvard University about how the students feel about the president and about healthcare, and preface this by saying that like it used to be that that the Ivy League schools were like supposedly like that was where we educated like the best and brightest, and the people also many of whom had political connections, but that sort of meant something at one time. Okay, what's happened to the country? That poll they did at Harvard really would it almost sums it up, or what's being done to the youth in our country and stuff by the demented, and it's the professors, but it's also this political class we have. It's also the fact that what's happened in the Republican Party. I don't know what once upon a time, but like or what did anyway. It's not the point, and a media and a trash media to back it up. Um, but yeah, you see it now in this. Where's it coming from? Well, it's coming from people over. You direct me over to direct me over to Fox News. I mean, quite frankly, that's what Um, I can't believe a guy like that saying what he's saying. But do you see the damage it's causing? It's not something to just make fun of. There's an emergency. So at one of our Ivy League schools, they take a poll. 57% of the students are under the impression that Obama should be removed from office, and that his healthcare program is a disaster. Okay, well we know that's an unreal thing to perceive, regardless of what. No, are you saying no? Then I don't know. Then I don't know what you want. I'm sorry. I tried to weigh in on what I thought was important about what you directed me to. Their minds are being poisoned by a Republican Party that's like degenerated. It's been happening the whole time I've been alive. That's been happening. I just didn't know about it till later because I wasn't following political things. But well, when I think something, I think a lot of it probably started when the Reagan Revolution. The government just went underground. I mean, that's what happened. That's why they had an actor play the president. That whole time people did perceive like all the Reagan Revolution didn't mean like a revolution in the sense that the government's going underground. It's going to start murdering people all over South America. That's not what people thought. It's a really great moment for the Republican Party that there'd been a crisis of confidence but they're playing that out. They're claiming that's what's happening with Obama now. They're claiming that there's a crisis of confidence, that he's someone who should be like removed from office, and that healthcare is a disaster. Instead of what's actually happening, of course, is right. First African American president did something that is historic. He got us started on the road to healthcare. It's a start. It's fraught with problems that you wouldn't know what the problems were until we started. And what you'd want the other party to do is pick up from there and say like, okay, we're finally moving there, and here's the problems, and let's work them out. Between this media system and people coming on and saying things that the president should be impeached. Can't believe that Lindsey Graham said that. He's like, Republican senator. Like, how could he say something like that? But look at the damage it's doing at one of our Ivy League schools. They're perceiving incorrectly that he should should be removed from office, and that the healthcare program is a failure. None of that's accurate. None of that's accurate. Um, so that's what's happening with the Ivy League schools. I'm sure the professors, who are all like children now, don't do anything to correct it. Um, they're getting their information from we're gonna get senators coming out. Lindsey Graham said he should be impeached. I mean, that none of that's real. It's all tactics to win the election, the next upcoming election. I mean, that's despicable. But the thing is, the fact that damage it's causing at what used to be one of our most prestigious schools. 57% of the students think he should be removed from office. That doesn't even make any sense, and it's unreal. But yeah, you sort of directed me right. I think I just someone who sat me. A lot of the young people there, they watch the news. They don't know this is like a trash media that's like, on Fox News they just brought someone on. They said that the law's a failure and everything. But why are they saying it? It's a tactic to win in the next election. They should not be able to put, they shouldn't be able to. I mean, that can't. That's the country's in a severe crisis, and it's because of that. It's because of that. But look at the damage it's doing. And remember, a lot of those people at schools like Harvard have political connections. So that means the next generation of like congressmen and educators and professors will be, their version of what's being going on right now is that there was this, awful president called Barack Obama with his crazy healthcare scheme. That's what's happening in a country like ours. We should all be ashamed about what happened in the country. But I mean, that's about all we could say. I sort of took your corrections, but I mean that's the country. I mean the country. We should all be like really scared about what's happening in the country and these universities.